Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. It has been so long since I've done like a natural light get ready with me style video, and I have been craving just like updating you guys on life because as much as I love to review makeup, there's also been so much going on behind the scenes and I just wanted to like sit down. I'm in my bedroom. I just want to like chat with you guys, obviously do my makeup with you as well. I've had a lot on my mind and I want to like let you in on a few things. Some things I'm so excited about, and also like just random things that have been on my mind that I feel like I should share with you. I'll get to it, you know. I don't know. I usually don't talk about epiphanies that I've had or like things outside of, you know, my typical reviews, but I feel a pull to today, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's get ready. My skin is so interesting right now, you guys. You know, to be fair, I have been, first of all, trying a lot of new skincare products. I'm not really sure what the culprit is of this. Also, I'm always trying new makeup too, so I feel like I'm breaking out a little bit more than normal, but you know, nothing I'm not familiar with. I've been on a long skin journey, so acne is not new to me. I'm gonna start off with a skin tint though. This is the Serum Skin Tint from Fawn MD Skin. This is Katie Fawn's skincare line. She sent it to me early. It's supposed to launch soon. I believe she said beginning of September. Hopefully I'm not making that up. Anyway, this is stunning though. This is like a tinted sunscreen and it really just kind of evens out the skin tone. But it's also an SPF. It's a mineral sunscreen too, which is like ideal for me. Since I do have more acne prone skin, I prefer to use mineral sunscreens. Isn't that glow pretty? Really excited for her. She's just the cutest. I will have her website down below and also like her Instagram and TikTok. You guys, I have an 8-month-old baby. Isn't that nuts? I can't believe it, honestly. It has gone by so fast, but also feels like 8 months at the same time. It is so fun. I am loving being a mom. And I feel like it gets more and more fun. I don't know what it was, but like, I feel like after 6 months, things got so fun. Every stage has been the best, if I'm honest. Like, I really, really enjoyed every stage. The newborn phase went by way too fast. Every teeny bit I've really enjoyed, but I'm telling you, 6 months and on, when like your baby feels a little more sturdy, they start to connect with you a little more, it's just like, there's nothing like it. I'm so obsessed with being a mom. I love her so much. Literally, when she goes to sleep, I sit in my bed on my camera roll and I look at pictures of her and like reminisce on like videos of the day, or if I really feel like crying a little, I'll go back to December and like look at pictures of when she was born. I just like, I can't even tell you how obsessed I am. I love it so much. People always tell you like how much you'll love your baby, but I'm telling you, it's really not something that you've experienced until you experience it. And then, gosh, like my heart just could pop. I love her so much. It has been so fun. And I feel like it's been interesting too, because I feel like around the same time where I felt like she was really connecting with me more, I felt like postpartum wise, I started to feel a little more like myself. I don't know if that's like a good phrase to say because I'm so different than I was before in many ways. Physically, especially, I feel like just being a mom takes a lot out of you. I mean, it's constant. I'm starting to feel a little more normal, or maybe I'm just getting used to this life. Anyway, I just feel like I'm in a good spot. I feel like I've got a groove to where it feels very normal to be a mom. I don't really remember what it was like to not be. And I just feel better physically. I feel like whoever said 6 weeks is like when you should start moving around, I don't know. Like I'm just barely warming up to the idea of like exercising again. Those kinds of things. Like I just couldn't even be bothered for months, and I don't even care. Because there's just so much that happens when you have a baby. Oh my gosh, like nobody talks about it, I feel. By the way, I'm gonna have all these products linked down below for you if you're wondering what I'm using. But yeah, I'm just in like a really good place. I'm so excited for what's to come. That's also the thing I kind of wanted to let you guys in on is I have been working on like something really amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see, and you'll be able to see actually sooner than you think. But I've been working on this. I mean, it's been in my head for a decade or more, and then I've been working on it for years. So there's just been so much behind the scenes on top of having a baby and learning that, on top of keeping up my schedule, on top of pregnancy. I mean, that was a whole journey in and of itself. There's just been like a lot going on the past couple of years. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so proud of everything that's coming. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But it's taken up a lot of my time, a lot of like my mental space, especially doing it at the same time as learning how to be a mom, going through pregnancy, all that. Like, it's honestly been, it's really it's taken up a lot of my time. But again, in the best way. Like, I would not have it any other way. It's literally my dream come true. But there's just like the last few things that we're buttoning up and ironing out before I'm able to tell you guys what it is. I have never felt more fulfilled in my life. And I feel like I'm somebody who's very content. Like, I'm always really just grateful for wherever I'm at. But like right now feels so special. It's like a very special time in my life. I don't know why I'm crying. Probably because I mean it to my core, where it's just like to be able to do my 2 dreams at once. It's like overwhelming in the best way. Like, I can't believe it's happening. 2 dreams being like this project, we'll call it, and then also being a mom. I have no tissues. Hold, please, while I use my sweater. It's just been amazing to be able to be like doing both of those things that I dreamed about at the same time. It's a lot of work, but gosh, it's worth it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Right after I put powder on, I have a tear streak going down. Oh boy. I just feel a lot of like positivity happening in my life. I'm so grateful, so grateful. I also wanted to update you guys on my dad because I feel like you guys are always asking, you're so sweet. And we actually have such positive news right now. So if you guys didn't know, my dad was diagnosed earlier this year with stage 4 melanoma. He had the craziest situation in a nutshell. He was in Ireland picking up my sister from her mission trip. He had a stroke and ended up having to go into brain surgery in Ireland. Was there for a month, 2 weeks past, or like 2 or 3 weeks past their planned trip. First of all, I'm so grateful that he made it through that and the surgery was successful. It was so divine. I mean, just, that's a whole story. Anyway, when he flew back to the States, he finally got to get more tests done with things that caused the stroke. They found a tumor in his brain, essentially. They got that tested. That's where they found out it was melanoma, and he has been doing immunotherapy since then, which is different than chemotherapy. It's where they actually kind of boost your own immune system. It's very cool. Like, I had never heard of it before my dad experiencing this. Anyway, the last time he did a full body scan, you guys, it was miraculous. Like, he had several tumors all throughout his body, different sizes, and they were just seeing if immunotherapy would work. The last scan he had, like, one of the biggest tumors completely vanished. It was gone. So we were so just like on edge, of course, with that first scan. And, you know, still there's so much unknown things, but we are so grateful that the protocol that the doctors were inspired to put him on is working, plus miracles are happening. Like, there's just some things that you can't even explain. So that's my dad's situation. He is in such good spirits. He has taken this challenge on like a champ. Like, he is so inspiring, and like, wow, it's been amazing to watch. And I feel like every time I talk about him, I feel like you guys comment, because I know I'm not the only one who, you know, I'm somebody who knows somebody, like, it's my dad going through this, but I know there's viewers that, like, you guys are going through health challenges, and I just, like, I feel for you. I'm praying for you. Like, it's so challenging. It really is for everyone involved, and especially the individual going through it. Like, especially when there's mysteries, you know, when there's something that's going on and you just don't have answers, it's really stressful at times. So I feel so grateful that things are looking really good for my dad. Like, gosh, it makes you really, really thankful for the people in your life and for your own health. You know, it's just something I do not take for granted. You just never know. I'm just gonna fill in my brows because I feel like I can't talk and do my brows. So hold on. I wanted to dip back into my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette to just create a little look. If you guys didn't see, I did a video recently. Actually, I think it's my last video, if you're watching this next, where I did 3 looks using this palette. So after you finish this, I'll have it linked down below. Here's what I wanted to share with you guys, like an epiphany I had. And again, I don't normally go into things like this, but I have felt like I should share this because it changed the way that I operate. So I'm just really feeling a pull to like share this with you guys Something that you might not know about me is I'm a very like spiritual person. Like I really, really value having a spiritual connection at all times. I've had to, being a mom, first of all, I feel like it's the only way that I'm able to really feel grounded. And then also with this project that I've been working on, like it has been essential for me to be in a very aligned, grounded state as much as possible. I feel like I'm a very intuitive person in general, but I really go out of my way to make sure that I am calm and grounded and just operating in a energy, so to speak, that really invites creativity, positivity, all of that. Every decision that I make, especially when it comes to being a mom, and, you know, with this new project coming up, has all been very spiritually led. So that's just like a little background on something that I don't really talk about that much, you know, because to each their own. All of us are on our own journeys that way, which I think is amazing, you know. But I had this epiphany actually a couple months ago, this one, and then I'll tell you one that I had this week. I was noticing myself kind of getting out of alignment, we'll call it. So, you know, when you feel really like you're on track, you kind of have this flow, you kind of are at peace. You have, you're just operating out of more love and faith versus fear. This is kind of how I'll describe it. And I was catching myself falling out of that quite a bit. And I was like, what is going on? And I realized something that has really changed how I view everything. And that is to do with expectations. I found myself, especially trying to balance all the things that I've been trying to balance for the past couple of years through pregnancy, being a mom, being a wife, you know, running this channel, running our bag brand, and then this next project. A lot of things were going on, a lot of things I was juggling, and I would catch myself, especially in the early days, you know, of motherhood, when say she wasn't falling asleep as fast or at the time that I was hoping because I really needed her to finish some work things, I would catch myself getting really anxious. And I was just trying to figure out like why that is. And I realized it's because of expectations. Every time that I had expectations of even my night going a certain way and my expectations weren't met, it caused me a lot of anxiety. And I realized that like so many things in my life I have created expectations around. So what I started doing instead was just letting go of any expectations that I had. Obviously, I still had to get things done, but when I was taking care of my baby and putting her down for bed, like I was just focusing on that without any expectations of a time frame or any sort of pressures like that I put on myself to get things done. And I get how, like, you know, in the real world, especially when there's other people involved, you've got a time frame sometimes, you know, you've got a time limit. But in most things, like I found myself putting expectations on myself that were just unnecessary. So ever since I realized that like any sort of feelings of anxiety or disappointment or anything like that, whether it's for yourself or from other people or toward other people, like 99% of the time, it has to do with expectations. And I'm not saying that you can't expect more from yourself or from someone else sometimes. Like there are relationships in life where like, you know, you got to have a conversation about your own personal expectations. But I found myself more often than not being my own block in that way. So ever since I realized that, it has genuinely changed my life to just focus on being present where I'm at and not putting these like unrealistic expectations on myself to meet a specific situation or whatever, especially when a lot of it is out of my control. So anyways, I wanted to share that because I feel like maybe it will help somebody watching to just realize like you can slow down sometimes and be present and just put on different hats depending on what you're doing. Because really, I was just finding myself kind of being mediocre at a lot of things instead of exceptional at one thing at a time. Easier said than done. I'm still working on this. You know, I'm human. But I feel like it's been so much better to just block out different situations and different times for certain projects, for certain roles, and just dedicating my whole self to whatever it is I'm doing. And then I'm able to really show up for myself and for everybody else that needs me or, you know, wants to spend time with me, all that stuff. So I wanted to share that. And then this week I had another epiphany. Hold on. Let me put mascara on and then I'll share this one. So this week I was actually like trying to figure out a few things just about myself. Like I said, like I really enjoy trying to constantly work on myself, work on the things that, you know, I can control, try to align myself and let go of things that I can't control. Easier said than done. This is like a life's work, I feel like, you know, it's just part of being human. But this week I was really trying to sort out and let go of a belief system that I had. And I wasn't sure what it was. But basically, I had a moment of like stillness. That's something that I really like to do. Every time I feel overwhelmed, I feel like being alone and still is where you can really just let yourself breathe for a second and, you know, honestly get some divine guidance if you listen close enough. And I was really, really hoping to get some inspiration, some heavenly inspiration. I really needed something to just help me kind of realign a little bit and get my focus back on track. And I had this epiphany, you guys. This might sound so simple to somebody, but for me, like, it was so needed and I felt like it was divine that this came into my mind. But I was writing some notes in my phone and I had this phrase come to mind, and as soon as I typed it out, I was like, oh my gosh. And that is, people don't need to be happy with me in order for me to be happy. I don't know if that's gonna hit some of you the way that it hit me. As a chronic people pleaser, I have been debilitated by the thought of somebody not being happy with me. And I'm not talking about like mistakes that I've made or like things that I need to apologize to people for necessarily. These are things where it's like, if I know I haven't lived up to somebody's expectations, whether it's somebody that I know or not, it drains me. Like, I lose sleep over it because I'm such a chronic people pleaser. So this like sentence, this one sentence, I'm not kidding you. When I wrote it down, like the entire day I felt completely free. I felt this weight lifted off my shoulders and like a permission, so to speak, that I do not need to wait around for everybody to be happy with me. First of all, it's impossible to do. Like, you won't be able to please everybody. So that was my first mistake. But I don't need to wait around for that for me to move on and be happy. People don't need to be happy with me in order for me to be happy. I hope that that's gonna help somebody out there because I feel like it has really, really made a difference in my entire week this week. I'm telling you, I really don't normally get this like deep, you know, on YouTube. The reality is like, I love makeup. I love to talk about textures, formulas, or whatever. But then on the flip side of things, like, I am human, you know, I have hopes, dreams, feelings, you know, behind the camera as well. So even though I don't normally talk about these types of things at all on my channel, I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to tell somebody. I need to tell you guys. So I don't know if you're like me, if there's a chronic people pleaser out there, or maybe you're having a hard time like setting some healthy boundaries with whoever, or maybe you've set some boundaries and it's not being received well. Maybe that will help to just be like understanding that as long as you're moving from a place of love, if somebody doesn't fully understand you or are kind of not treating you the best, or like maybe they're waiting for you to line up with their expectations of you, like, that's just out of your control, you know? So yeah, as long as you're moving from a place of love, it's okay to let go. You don't have to wait around for anyone to be happy for you, happy with you, proud of you. I don't know, whatever it might be. Like, you don't have to wait for that. You shouldn't. You can't wait for that in order for you to be happy. So those are my 2 cents. I just really felt like I needed to tell you guys. I don't know. So hopefully that made sense to somebody. And maybe for some of you, you're going to be like, well, duh, Allie. Like, that's so obvious. But to me, like, it was really life-changing to like realize that and write that down this week. The point is, I really felt like just sitting down and chatting with you guys. Again, I don't usually do this style of video, but at the same time, I feel like you guys are like my best friends. I think that's what's so ironic about this is like, even though I haven't met most of you guys in person, I feel your kindness through the camera. I feel your support, your love. I feel that honestly, you understand me better than a lot of people that I know in my personal life, just because we're like-minded people. And I really appreciate that about all of you. And I just hope you know that. I hope you know how thankful I am for you. What's the point of putting makeup on? I'm just gonna cry. But I really am so thankful. Like, I feel so much support from you guys. And that's something that I will never take for granted. Like, it's your support even from the beginning. Like, when I first started posting videos, like, it's literally your, hold on, I'm collecting myself because my husband had to come in here. My sweet baby's trying to go down for a nap, but it's not wanting to sleep. So I got a little sidetracked, but what I was saying was I'm so grateful for you guys. Like, you'll never know how thankful I am. Like even back in the day, like 2016 when I started my channel, like it's because of you guys that I'm able to do what I'm doing now. And I don't know if I'll be able to ever express my gratitude for that. Whether you've been here since 2016 or you just found my channel, like I can't even express to you guys how genuinely thankful I am for your support. Like you have been one of the most consistent things in my life, which is so wild because like I don't even know you personally, but I do. Like I feel like I can feel you. And so I just hope you know that I'm so thankful. You are the reason why I'm able to literally see my dreams unfolding in front of my eyes. I mean, this YouTube channel in general is an absolute dream come true, and I couldn't do it without you guys. You are the reason why I'm doing this, why I'm here, why I'm able to continue to do this. I mean, you've literally single-handedly made my dreams come true, and I'm so thankful. I feel like you see me, you understand me, and that's just priceless to me, honestly. I just hope you guys know how much I love you, genuinely, and I hope to one day be able to meet all of you, if I could. My goodness, I would love that. I would love to give each and every one of you a hug. And I hope you can feel just my sincerity through the camera, just that like I'm here for you as well. I know we talk about makeup all the time and it's just very casual most of the time. But I feel, again, like as people, I don't know, I resonate with you. I hope you resonate with me. I hope you feel my appreciation for you, and just spraying some perfume on. I just hope you know how much I care for you and how like you guys are always in my mind, in my prayers even. I just hope that I can continue to, you know, nurture you guys the way that I feel like you've taken care of me. So I'm so excited to be able to show you guys sooner than later what I've been working on, and I hope that you feel the way that it makes me feel. And I just like, I can't wait to share it with you, to finally, you know, show it to you. It's been a labor of love, but by golly, like I'm already so proud of it. And I feel such a deep sense of purpose with this. Like out of everything I've done, this is the thing that I feel like feels so me to my core. It's insane. Like this has been a dream of mine since I was little, but I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're still here, I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, chatting with me, and I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are. There's so much in store. And if you're having, you know, one of those days where you're just not feeling like yourself, just make sure you take some time for yourself today. You know, you can slow down. Just slow down. You have permission to take care of you. Everything's gonna work out, and I'm here for you. So just know that I love you, you know, whoever you are watching this, you are safe here. And I hope that you know that. Like, I hope that you feel that way, that you can come to my channel and it can be a little escape from all the things you're dealing with in your life, good and bad. I adore you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you.